Salutations, gamers. It is I, the Deer Man, who very rarely posts here. Anyway, I'm sure you saw the title. I'm sure you saw the thumbnail. Yes, they are intentionally clickbaity. It is completely fine. It's japes. It's bamboozling. It's a little trolling, as it were. And while I'm not necessarily leaving, I'll be changing the kind of content I upload here. I'll talk more about that in a bit. Right, so for a couple of months now, I've been trying to work on a script for a review of Ewoks: The Battle for Endor, which is effectively a sequel to Caravan of Courage. Or as I'll be referring to them from now on, to Biffy and Cock. I didn't really get too far with the video, honestly, and I kind of just lost motivation to do it overall. I don't know, I wasn't invested in it after a certain amount of time. I did actually watch To Biffy on my own time, and while it's technically an improvement over Cock, it's still objectively mediocre at best. Just like the majority of post-Season 2 Mandalorian Star Wars content, fucking topical. This has also made me realize that I don't even really care for most YouTube reviews. I feel like far too many of them are just some white dude going, "This is terrible, everything is terrible," and then throw some fucking buzzwords in there for good measure. I've come to realize that I am not a critic, and I don't necessarily want to be one either. I am just a purple deer man on the internet. Besides, I've got like at least a couple of films that I like that people would fucking crucify me for liking. That's not the point though. Overall, it's made me ask myself, why bother investing so much time into something I don't even really like? I guess back when I was still young and naive, I somehow thought I'd be able to land a full-time job doing this. It's becoming increasingly obvious that that is very unrealistic, especially given how YouTube seems to be dedicated to finding new and intuitive ways to just completely fuck over its content creators and make the platform objectively worse. Besides, if I made videos the way I did as a full-time job, it would honestly just be hell on earth. I would immediately want to stop. So I've come to accept that it's not a job, it's a hobby. So I should treat it like that and just keep it generally enjoyable. Really, that's all it is though. It's a fun little distraction for when I do actually get a proper full-time job. Just a way to briefly escape the very real cyberpunk dystopia we're living in. So, I've decided that from here on, we're gonna focus on unscripted, less edit-intensive content. Just content that doesn't take weeks, months, years to finish. I don't really know what I'm doing from here, but it ain't gonna be scripted shit like I did previously. Just no more Rant Sona reviews, just those are a thing of the past. Nobody takes them seriously anymore. I'll still probably keep the sprites for stuff like thumbnails though. They are very well done. Anyway, you're probably wondering where all my previous videos went. All of them are unlisted, but you can watch all of them in a publicly available playlist called Synthio The Vintage Collection. Maybe it's a little excessive, but I want to try and have a fresh start with this new kind of content, you know? I don't want to do reviews anymore, honestly. That's really just the point of this video. Like, they are too much work, and I don't want to have to think about them on a regular basis. These fucking things have like taken up so much of my life, you have no idea. Just behind the scenes, it's like, I gotta get to my video, I gotta get to my video, I gotta get to my video. I don't want to have to think that anymore. Anyway, I hope this change isn't like completely jarring to everyone. Whatever I upload in the future, I hope it is to your liking. By the way, thanks again for sticking around. I know it's incredibly cheesy, but like, genuinely it does mean a lot that people enjoy the stuff I put out. It has taken very long to make the content that I do, so I'm glad that all those hours were worth it. I ain't gonna do that shit anymore, but hey, it was fun while it lasted. Really though, I think I've got a pretty alright feeling about this direction. Just doing fun stuff, not boring shit. Let's hope this enthusiasm lasts, cause I'm usually not confident in most of what I do. Anyway, in the meantime, do me a solid. Stay sexy.
You should be here right now.